Hello guys, we are going to cover 25 electronics interview questions. In this part, we are going to complete 12 part, and the second part we are going to complete 13 questions. The first question is, what is Ohm's law? So Ohm's law defines the relationship between voltage, current and resistance in an electrical circuit. V is equal to IR, where V is voltage in volts, I is current in ampere, R is resistance in ohms. Therefore, I is equal to V by R and R is equal to V by R. Example, if 10 volt is applied across a 5 ohm resistor, then the current will be 10 divided 5 is equal to 2 ampere. So 2 ampere current will flow in this circuit. Now coming to the second question, what is the difference between voltage and current? Voltage is the potential difference that causes current to flow, while current is the rate of flow of electric charge. Current is given by I is equal to Q by T, where Q is charge in coulombs, T is time in second. Voltage can be thought as a electrical push, while current represents the resulting charge flow through a circuit. You can see the animation diagram how this current and voltage are related to each other, right? Now coming to the next question, what is electrical power? So electrical power is the rate at which the electrical energy is consumed or delivered. The basic formula is P is equal to V by I. Using Ohm's law, we can also write P is equal to I square by R and P is equal to V square by R. Right, taking an example, suppose a 12 volt load drawing 2 ampere like current. So power will be 12 multiplied by 2, 24 watt. So total 24 watt power is going to be consumed. Now coming to the next question, what is the difference between AC and DC? DC or direct current normally flows in one direction and has a constant polarity. Batteries are common DC sources. AC or alternating current periodically changes magnitude and direction. For a sine wave, Vrms is equal to B peak by root 2. For example, suppose 230 volt AC means refers to approximately 230 volt RMS, while its peak voltage is B peak is equal to 230 multiplied by root 2 is equal to approximately 325 volt. What is Kirchhoff's current law? Kirchhoff's current law or KCL states that the algebraic sum of the currents entering or leaving a node is zero. The summation of overall current is going to be zero. For example, if 5 ampere current enters a node and 2 and 3 ampere leaving the node, then the total current will be going to be zero as per the KCL law. KCL is used on the conservation of electric charge. Now coming to the next question, what is the Kirchhoff's voltage law? Kirchhoff's voltage law or KVL states that the algebraic sum of all the voltage around a closed loop is going to be zero. The summation of all the voltage around the closed loop is going to be a zero. For a simple circuit containing 12 volt source and two voltage drops, 12 minus V1 minus V2 is equal to 0, then V1 plus V2 is going to be 12 volt. KVL is based on the conservation of energy. Now coming to the next question, what is voltage divider? A voltage divider is used to obtain a fraction of input voltage using resistors. For two resistor, V out is equal to V in multiply with R2 upon R1 plus R2 as you can see in the circuit. For example, suppose V in is equal to 10 volt, R1 is equal to 10 kilo ohm, R2 is equal to 10 kilo ohm. Then V out is equal to 10 multiply with 10 divided by 20 is going to be 5 volt. An important interview point is that the formula assumes that the output is not significantly loaded. Next question is, what happens when a load is connected to a voltage divider? The load resistance appear in parallel with a lower resistor, changing the divider ratio. The effective resistance become R2 effective is equal to R2 parallel with RL, where R2 parallel with RL is equal to R2 multiply with RL upon R2 plus RL. Then V out is equal to V in multiply with R2 effective upon R1 plus R2 effective. This is why voltage divider loading must be considered in real circuits. So here you can see in the diagram, you can clearly calculate the output voltage across R2 effective, right? So now the next question is, what is a capacitor? So capacitor store energy in an electric field. The relationship between charge and voltage is Q is equal to CB. The energy stored in the capacitor is equal to half CB square. The current through a capacitor is equal to I is equal to C dV by dt. This equation explains why a capacitor opposes rapid change in voltage. For example, a capacitor is commonly used for filtering, decoupling, timing, energy storage, and transient separation. Now coming to the next question, what is capacitor reactance? Capacitor reactance represent the opposition a capacitor provides to AC voltage. X is equal to 1 upon 2 pi Fc. As frequency increases, capacitive reactance decreases. For example, a capacitor behaves as a much lower impedance at high frequency, which is why small ceramic capacitors are commonly placed to IC power pins for high frequency decoupling. Now coming to the next question, what is an inductor? An inductor store energy in magnetic field and opposes change in current. Its voltage relationship is V is equal to L di by dt, and the energy stored in inductors is equal to half Li square. This is why inductors are very important in switching regulators and power converters. Now coming to the next question, what is inductive reactance? So inductive reactance of an inductor is XL is equal to 2 pi FL. Unlike a capacitor, an inductor's reactance increases with frequency. So capacitor higher frequency goes to lower impedance, and inductor higher frequency goes to higher impedance. This property is widely used in filters. So this is the first part. We are going to cover 13 questions in second part.